Hello guys. Sit down. I just said sit down. It takes forever to sit down, I don't know why. I'll say sit down and he'll just, I don't know, go to sit down and then not sit down. But he's done that like all his life, so you can't say, oh, it's because he's old and stiff, because he's always done it that way. I don't know why. Trying to eat. Go fetch. Go on then. Jesus. What is wrong with him? When people finally start, I'll gonna eat. I can't wait. I just want to eat right now. Not eating. Typical. Not one. I've normally got at least one by now. Oh well, you're missing stuff. So don't forget to read the description. I don't normally eat when wearing a corset, but I'm trying to wear it every day to try and get my waist to stay small as I'm gaining weight. So sit down. Why don't you just do it automatically by now? We do it like every time and it still doesn't do it automatically. I forgot to put my ears on. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. My god, nobody's... Are you sure I've got Wi-Fi? That's pretty lame. Nobody's turning up to my live stream today. Surely this title will intrigue people. Oh well. Well, I guess it'll just be a video then that you'll just watch later. Oh well, at least no one to distract me while I suppose. I'm going to be talking about a few incidents, like just examples, because I want to talk about injustices and unresolved issues. Okay. So, I'm just going to get right into it. I'm not going to wait for people to come. Because I don't want people to be, like, even if they look at my live stream afterwards, I don't want them to have to wait like a million years before I get to the point. So, I'm just going to start with what I'm saying now. And I hope you guys will watch the whole thing. I'm going to try not to make it too long, but I'm hoping you guys will watch the whole thing after the event, maybe, after the live stream. And I put it on, on YouTube. So I'm going to treat this live stream like a video, seeing as how nobody's watching. I'm just going to go straight into what I was talking about. Right, so it's about injustices and unresolved issues. And eating. Because I'm freaking starving, I'm not eating yet. Oh dear. I think I've put on some weight actually because my face looks really fat. So, let's see, let's start again. No. So, you know how on social media and chatting like messengers and stuff, you can block people, can't you? And do you guys know what the block is supposed to be actually for? It's not supposed to just be able to block people willy-nilly, although you can do that, but it wasn't meant for that. Like if you just have an argument, like a little spat with someone and then he block you for some reason, or a big argument and block. It's supposed to be like if someone harasses you and you block them. Either sexually harasses you or it's just like a nasty creep, like just really nasty, like mean to you and calls you names for no reason at all, or whatever it is, like just a troll. Like there's no actual reason why they're having a go at you. They're just just to make your life live in hell, like they're just being nasty to be nasty's sake. Right, so that is for when you block someone on social media or chatting things. Well, I don't like how people use the block now. Because like when I have an argument with somebody for a reason, not just like where someone's just nasty to me for no reason, or even if they are, like I want to know why. So I like resolve issues, you see. So when I have an argument with somebody or an issue with them in any way, I like to resolve it and talk it through like adults. I don't like to argue. I don't like it when people just come at me and start being nasty for no reason, or they send their henchmen at me and they just start going on with themselves, like, and I have no idea. I just think the trolls, but I have absolutely been nasty to me. Like the kids from around here, say for instance, I have no idea why they harass me. But, you know, I'm thinking they're not just mindlessly doing it, there must be some reason. And the same with like when trolls have a go at me, I don't think that they mindlessly harass me, I think it's for a reason. Like it's somebody that I've had beef with in the past, or it's the henchmen of the people I've had beef with in the past, like with that girl. Do you remember when I was getting attacked on my live streams in June, back in June? That wasn't just mindless trolls, that was for a reason, because apparently I'd pissed off the girl and they were coming at me. I could bring all that up, but that will be brought up later as an example. I'm not trudging up old news, I'm just using these things as an example. So do not say, oh well, you should get over it by now, it was ages ago. Well, I'm just bringing it up for a reason. When I bring stuff up from the past, I do it for a reason. It's not random. I do it because it happens to be about what I'm talking about. So in this incident, what happened with the girl, because I started to talk about it on live stream, I started to get attacked by her little henchmen. That's what I call them, because I don't know, I think they were her fans or something. I don't know whether they were friends or fans, I've no idea, they're both, but they were all just, it was all different people, or at least all different names, and they were coming on my live stream and they were just giving me a load of grief. But it wasn't nothing to do with what happened with the girl that they're supposedly defending. They just started coming on my live streams and going on about how I shouldn't be wearing wolf ears and I'm weird because I wear wolf ears and blah blah blah. So they weren't sort of saying, how dare you be nasty to my friend or whatever. They were just like randomly attacking me for no reason. Whew. So that's an example, and the only reason why it was all, because they said something about it's all my fault because I trudged it up again. It happened 2 years ago and I've trudged it up again. But in actual fact, somebody else trudged it up again and I just sort of responded to that. But I wasn't actually trudging it up again after 2 years. It's just that somebody else did. But they didn't believe me. They thought I was the one trudging it up, so that's why they attacked me on my live streams. Because they said, well, it's your fault for trudging it up again, and that's why we're attacking you. So the issue was eventually resolved, kind of. Like, they said they were not going to attack me anymore, and they actually apologised to me because they finally listened to the full story of what happened, which was that she came on my videos 2 years ago and attacked me for no reason at all. You know, putting nasty comments saying like that I'm weird because I wear ears and whatever. And they all just sort of, when I went on her videos, I thought I'd give her a taste of raw medicine, and I didn't really put a nasty comment, I just sort of, what's that word I'm looking for? I was outing her for what she was doing on my videos, which was every single video she was saying something nasty about me dressing like a wolf, basically. So I just put on one of her videos that I'm just outing her, I'm just letting her fans know what she's really like, and that she was shitting on me for no reason on my channel. But of course all the people who commented were on her side, and she defended herself, and even though like there's no one on my side, but she felt like she had to defend herself. And she said that the reason why she was nasty to me on all my videos was because I dressed like a wolf or something, which is no excuse to be nasty to someone. It's no excuse to be nasty to someone unless you're a petty kid. So I don't know why she had all that support, and everybody like agreed with her that, you know, it was weird that I wore tails and ears and shit, and they didn't see the fact that she was, you know, being nasty to me for a petty reason, and they didn't see her in the same way as like normal people would see her, which is she's just a petty kid, she's just bullying me because I'm a bit different than other people. It's like saying, well, oh, the reason why I was nasty to her in all the videos is because she's autistic, or because she's disabled, or because she's black or something. Like, that's an excuse. And I'm not saying that, you know, wearing ears and tails is like on that level, but it's still like different, isn't it? You know, I'm different because I wear tails and ears, and that's why she's sort of attacking me. And she actually defended herself, saying pretty much the reason why I attacked her is because she's different, because she's unique. So I'm attacking her because she wears tails and ears. So that was her defense, and everybody was on her side. Oh, swell. So then, like I say, when I defended myself 2 years later after someone trashed it all up again, somebody else said something nasty to me on that thread 2 years later, and I just defended myself and tried to explain the situation once again. And then suddenly I got a riot of people coming on my live streams a few months ago when it all happened. Like I say, when it was all trudged up again by the other person, and then I defended myself in June. They all started coming on my live streams and attacking me. And I didn't know it was about that because nobody said anything. They were just in my live stream saying, oh, you know, you're weird, you're not a wolf. And they just said all that sort of shit. And stuff like, oh, my brain cells are dying or whatever. I don't know what they're saying. It's all stupid little stuff anyway. It wasn't anything to do with the real issue there. So I just thought it was random trolls. But it did seem to coincide. Excuse me. Let me just catch my breath a little. I don't know what that has to do with anything I'm saying. I'm presuming you're just telling me that because that's why you're not watching my videos or something. I don't know. I don't even know who you are. Are you a new person? Anyway, I don't want to divert too much from what I'm saying because this is really important. This video or live stream is not really about this girl and that issue. It's just an example of an injustice and something I feel like was unresolved at the time, and then it was trudged up again years later. And I just want to let you guys know that the reason why even if I do trudge things up from years later or months later or weeks later and people say, oh, you should get over it or whatever, the reason why I trudge things up from the past is because they're relevant at the time, like with what I'm talking about, or they get brought up again from other means. Sometimes I don't even want to bring them up, they just happen. Something just gets brought up because a person comes along and they're from the past and they were like one of the persons who does me wrong. So I will start going on about it, and you know, because I'm trying to catch other people up on what they're like and what happened, and maybe explain why I've had an argument with them, like recent. And this is what happened last night. What happened last night is a separate incident from what I'm talking about. But I just wanted to give you an example. So last night, you know how I'm the mafia boss and I have a mafia roleplay group? Well, in my roleplay group I have this man. We'll call him Steve-O. He's called Steve-O. That's what we're calling him. He's a really nice guy. I like him. Right? And he told me that he had another roleplay group in which contained quite a lot of my mafia. He said that a lot of my mafia have joined his group, and I wanted to join too because I wanted to see what it was about, and I wanted to see, you know, like I say, I kind of wanted to spy on my own mafia in the group, and also I was just curious because I like to try other people's roleplay groups, which I hate, by the way, because I always end up getting either ignored or people end up hating me for no reason and getting into arguments. So I don't like other people's roleplay groups, I only like my own, really. But I thought I keep trying other people's in the hopes it's going to be better. And his one did start out pretty good. It was really nice, actually. And I did get involved pretty quickly, and it was a high school, I just want to let you know, not high school, it was a college, a furry college roleplay. That's very important from what to what I'm telling you. It was called Slice of Life, a college slice of life furry roleplay. It's very important because I was playing my character Lino, Don Lino, the mafia boss, in there. But I wanted to be a student. So I thought I wanted to, you know, I'm always a grown-up in these role plays because my character Don Lino is 45 years old. And I like being 45 years old. I like playing a big fat 45-year-old man who's like pretty much decrepit. Pretty much decrepit because he's fat and he's got all these problems. Like I actually give him all my problems. So if I've got allergies, so he has allergies, and you know, he's got a bad hip because I've got a bad hip, so he's got a bad hip and knee, and I've got a bad hip and knee, so I kind of, everything that I am, I kind of project onto my character. But I actually have the body of like an old person. Like I say, my hips are decrepit, my knees are bad, my ankles pain me like a lot. Like when I get to bed, I don't realize how much my ankles pain me, but then I go to bed and they're pretty painful. Sorry, I forgot to read that. True. Anyway, so let me carry on. You guys can talk if you want to, but don't distract me too much from what I'm saying, because it's really important. It's important to me, even if it's not important to other people. But it's really important I get this out because of unresolved issues. I don't want any more of those. So let me think. Yeah, so Don Lino, in this roleplay, I've decided is the same character, but this is when he was young. So this could be like years ago when he was young and he was in college. So I decided to still have him as like a mafia boss, but maybe like just starting out. So he's in high school as a young adult. Actually, I wanted him to be a teen. So a teen in college he is. I don't know how old he is in this, probably about, what's like a college age? 17, 18, maybe? To be honest with you, I don't know how young or old people go to college. Like they probably start when they're 16 maybe, or 17, and then go on to when they're like 25 or maybe even more. So anyway, I'm an older teenager. I wanted to be a younger teenager, but I'm presuming in college it would be older teenager. So I was an older teenager as Don Lino. So I'm Don Lino, but the young version. He's still chubby, but not as fat as he is now. Excuse me. I have a lot of catarrh. All the stress of this has caused me to have problems as well. I've had a headache. I had my allergies have acted up. Because of all the stress. So I want to try and get all this out quickly because I do have a lot of ground to cover. Please stick around and please watch this afterwards. It's really important to me that you guys hear this. And I know you'll probably think at the end of it, it's just a silly role play and it's not like real or anything, but it kind of is when it's involving real people and real life sort of issues. Because it's not like role play issues, it's real life issues, but born of role play. Does that make sense? You'll get it when I get the whole thing out. Anyway, so it starts off well. I introduce myself as Don Lino, the new student at the college. And I act a little bit arrogant, but not over the top so people hate me. I'm just like, I'm an arrogant, like, gang leader sort of type. I'm a bad boy as Lino. Not you, JT. It's alright. Yeah, so as Lino, I'm a bad boy, obviously, in college. But I don't want to be too over the top bad boy because I'm sort of new, so I want to sort of fit in a little bit. And be real, it was just going to be me role-playing a bad boy where I'm kind of bully people and do little petty crimes and stuff to start off and start building up to become the mafia boss that I would, has become as Don Lino as a grown-up. So, yeah, so it starts off well. I tried recruiting last night. I kind of joined the college a couple of days ago as a new student, so now I'm sort of meeting people stage. So there's a guy there called Chase who had some in real life issues with the group, that people were having a go at him. But then once he told his story, everybody calmed down and we all continued role playing. But he kept going on about how he's a loner and shit and how nobody likes him and he has no friends and stuff. Like even within the role play he said that, but I know it meant in real life as well. Sorry, someone's yelling. It's alright, it's nothing. It's just someone on the phone, I think. I'm done now, bye. Oh no, it says someone leave me alone. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I tried to recruit, because of him going on about being a loner and how he didn't have any friends and he wants friends and he wants a girlfriend and stuff. So I decided to recruit him into my, like, college gang. Because I'm starting out in a gang. So I wanted to create my own gang. Apparently there's already a gang in the college that I'm supposed to have joined, but I wanted to get my own gang and be like the gang leader. So I tried to form a gang. I already had my first member, which was a girl. We'll call her Les. So Les is supposed to be my girlfriend in the roleplay. We just like met, but we were already sort of dating already because things move fast in roleplay. So now we're dating. So this all happened last night now, where I get this girl and then we try and recruit this guy called Chase. And he's like a Saiyan, a Vegeta it's supposed to be. So he's Vegeta, I think, in the roleplay. He's playing Vegeta, so I'm sick of all these people being like Saiyans in role plays that are nothing to do with Saiyans and nothing to do with Dragon Ball. There's like people in my mafia are trying to turn it into fucking stuff. Who's this? Star Wars. They're trying to turn it into Star Wars. And I'm not happy about it. Because it's a mafia, it's not Star Wars. I don't want anything to do with Star Wars. Mum! Mum! Mike's here!
Yeah, what do you want me to do about it?
I need money, don't I?
Well, you said you got 50, and I told you there's 20 on top of the cup.
Thank you. That's very helpful. Very kind, Mum. Sorry about this, guys. I always get interrupted, but I will get back to you. I don't want to get too distracted. Yes, I know. I know. I just needed to grab the money.
You didn't hear me, obviously. There it is.
Yeah, I heard you, Mum. I heard you.
No,
Well, now I did anyway.
first time.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry about I was just getting you money. I saw you come in the gate. Whew.
Right, where am I going, Kirsty?
So it's seed today, is it?
Nope.
We just moved that.
No,
out.
no, don't, no.
No, because, well, the thing is, with them predators around, I'm not feeding them the same, I'm afraid, so. What happens is they seem to come more in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And what I do, I feed them about at least twice, 3 times a day.
Why have I come out here? What am I supposed to do out here?
They're not coming because
Hello.
they're hawks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
An
and
escape
they're
hawk.
designed specifically for attacking.
Pigeons, and I know the little birds that they don't want birds.
Well, they tend to just fly. They're not here at the moment.
You never see them though, you only hear them.
You just hear them. But I saw them a couple of days ago, and they were chasing the pigeons.
I'm gonna stop and start again, okay?
Yeah.